Yep, I'm good. I think we're good. I hit record. Hi, Coach.
Hey, Trish, how are you?
Good, thank you.
I'll back you up a little bit, right?
I don't want to be too fucking close to that either.
All right.
All right, we're good to go. All right, we're going to start with Chris Hayes of the Orlando Sentinel.
Hey, Cliff, how you doing?
Hey, Chris.
I just wondered, you probably did a lot of film sessions during the shutdown, I'm sure. What were you able to apply coming out of that since practice has started?
Well, you know what? As you know, our defense was not as good the last really 12 to 17 games. And so we've made adjustments there. Obviously, I'm not going to talk specifically about it. And then really the emphasis on playing quicker, which was helping our offense, and our screening was much better. So those are some of the things that, as a staff, that, you know, our film study helped us with that we're hoping to build on.
Any specifics defensively?
Not that I'm going to share.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
We'll go to Luke Hetrick with Spectrum Sports.
Hey, Coach. Good talking to you again. At the beginning of the season, you had talked about specific players making jumps in their games over the summer. Obviously, it's a different set of circumstances, but what kind of individual developments have you seen at all from different players since coming back and getting into the groove of things?
Yeah, no progress because, like you said, it's so different. This is actually more about not getting better, but just trying to get even back to close to the same level. And I mean, I think if you talk to the guys, and our guys have been good, I think they put a lot of time in since we've been able to get back in the gym. But I would think that if they're honest, they would say that they're probably with their individual games more like you'd normally be in early September. I would think that none of them have gone that long since they were very, very young without touching a basketball, being on the floor. So you're going to see when we start to play, I mean, the quality of play early for all of us is going to, I would think, would not even be close to what exhibition or early season basketball would normally be.
Hey, Josh Robbins, The Athletic.
Steve, can you tell us, please, what you guys did today in practice in terms of contact, and would you please provide an update as to whether any of the players who didn't join you in the bubble at the outset are at least now in the bubble?
You know, we have the same group that we started with. We did a very similar practice to what we did yesterday, where we played some live 3-on-3 contact. We're going to do more contact tomorrow and hope to get to 5-on-5, depending on how everybody feels tonight. But it was good. I mean, I think we're progressing quicker organizationally. We're being careful, but I know you can tell when we play 3-on-3, obviously that's what guys want to do. And, you know, so hopefully we can build on that and get to 5-on-5 tomorrow.
Okay, John Denton, OrlandoMagic.com.
Hey, Cliff. There's so much uncertainty after that break, after that layoff. Where is the team compared to where maybe you thought they would be? Are you ahead in certain areas, behind in certain areas, or is there anything that sticks out to you?
I just think it's so early, John, to tell. I mean, I think our attitude is good. So, you know, so much of this right now is just getting timing down, putting offense in. To be honest, we're doing some individual defense, but we do the defensive segments at night. We go to a ballroom and we just walk through coverages and stuff like that, because I want to spend as much time when we're on the floor shooting, skill work, playing live, and individual defense. But to be honest with you, it's going to be a while. You're not going to be able to say this guy's ready to play well, or this is where we're at. This is, again, I know you guys know this, is uncharted waters. Guys haven't been on the floor playing basketball for so long, and we're at the very, very beginning.
Okay, thanks.
Philip Rossman-Reich, Orlando Magic Daily.
Hey, Coach. Obviously, you guys have had a couple days of practice now and been in the campus setting. how are you helping to kind of establish a routine so that guys are kind of getting into the rhythm of, practice and kind of playing? Because, the schedule seems like it's going to be a little bit all over the place once you guys do start playing.
Yeah. So, what we're doing is we're practicing, and we've had morning practices. One afternoon, 2 morning practices, tomorrow in the afternoon. So we're not doing 2 sessions on the floor, but we are doing a second session every day where we're, working on defensive coverages, and it's short, 30 to 35 minutes. So we're using the one floor that's allotted, the one time that's allotted for the live practice. And then the second one is more of a walkthrough defensive coverage kind of practice.
Is it going to be important to get guys into kind of routine and build up habits here in this early stage just to get comfortable in the surroundings?
Oh, absolutely. And I think that'll be it'll be different for everybody. I think our guys have a great attitude about it so far, and you can tell they're happy to be back together and happy to be on the floor.
Thanks, Coach.
Cohen, OrlandoMagic.com.
Hey, Coach. How important will the 3 scrimmage games be for your team? And then on top of that, how beneficial is it that your 3 opponents in the scrimmages will be 3 of the elite teams in the league?
I think first of all, I think the scrimmages will be used because you're going to get a feel for where you're at in terms of conditioning and where you are in each aspect of offense and defense. So it'll give you I think a clearer idea of what you have to work on. And then I think that having those 3 teams as opponents will help us greatly. 3 elite teams who are hard to play against, and it'll give us a chance to work on things at both ends of the floor that'll help us make progress.
Josh Robbins, The Athletic.
Steve, I know given your focus on-court stuff and social justice matters, that this is the least of your concerns, but I'm curious if you could describe for us what life is like in the bubble and what the atmosphere is like there.
Well, the atmosphere around our team I've been really happy with. I think guys are focused. It's just such a unique experience, Josh, I think for everybody. And I don't think restrictive is the perfect word, but obviously for everybody, you don't have the freedom to, leave. You have to be, we're living by, rules so that, where health for everybody is paramount, which is the only way this will work. So, I guess unique is the biggest way, and it's definitely different. And it's a sacrifice and different for the players, but also I think the opportunity to be a part of it and do something of significance is also there. So I think it's like anything in life, right? It's your attitude. It's how you choose to approach this and how you handle the day-to-day.
Kendra Douglas, WSH Channel 2.
So, hey, Steve, real quick question, keeping with the whole bubble life, you guys had an opportunity to also be a part of this research with the Aura Ring and possibly seeing if that could help players with detecting symptoms before 3 days ahead. Have you guys had a chance to talk a little bit about that again? Have you guys, do you know any players and staff that are also looking forward to this? And when you hear about something that could possibly help keep players safe and look ahead for symptoms, do you think this could be something that, teams use moving forward so we can have sports?
Yeah, we just got our rings last night. So I had trouble actually activating mine. So I know some of the other guys, so you saw some of the guys came in with them this morning. So we're at the very, very beginning stages. But if you look at what the end result could be, you can see definitely what a positive thing it could be for everybody. So there's a lot of good there, and you'd have to give me a few days once we all get everything activated and working before I could really speak intelligently about it.
Okay, last question here. Chris Hayes, Orlando Sentinel.
Coach, has anybody come into the bubble, whether it be their conditioning or just rhythm or anything that surprised you right off the bat with how ready they were?
No, I mean, well, you know, Chris, these guys have been working out in Orlando for a few weeks. So I had a good idea. We all had a good idea of which guys were more advanced. I mean, I think most of our guys have worked hard. And again, I just think it's going to be hard for guys to be able to say for a couple of weeks here of who's playing well, who's on top of things. I mean, we're at the very, very beginning.
All right. Thank you so much, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you.